Should just say violence is not always the answer.
Well, at some point, escape stopped being an option.
Not for me.
Oh my god, listen. And oh my god, is like in character. Evie, like, I don't know what your life was, but it's just not healthy for young girl to keep running, like, pardon the word, like a rat from whatever is coming after you. At some point, you either make a stand and find those that will help you with making the stand, or you will just die running.
Um, uh, uh, I am already dead. Or at least I should be.
Well, there's a difference between what should be and what is. So instead of thinking what could have been, I think you need to focus what's going on right. You are still alive, you are here. And you need to make, no, I don't say you need to make a decision, I say like you are here.
If I stay for too long, I hurt people. I've probably hurt you already.
And I make a mental note to, like, after this entire situation is resolved, to like immediately go to
Okay.
for like, I mean, but like outwardly I just like frown for a moment and like put a hand on my heart, like check the beating, and like, I mean, for now I feel fine. Can you like specify in what sense you could have hurt me?
No, I can't. Not properly.
Well, the question would be, did you want it to hurt me?
No, I am sick. I make other people sick. I don't know why.
Maybe, say, okay, so for now, I just want to think like you, to like think very hard, because if you are planning to spend next like the rest of your life running and hiding in like ventilation shafts in like dark corners of this station or another, please try to rethink it, because that's not life. That cannot be called an so forget about the legal guardian stuff. But what if, and I'm no psychic myself, but this is just a uneducated guess. If I'd say there might be somebody, if I say that maybe if you are hurting somebody, it's only because some of your power is leaking, that you might not have full control. And what if I say there might be somebody who might help you with?
I have full control over my powers.
Well, I see a contradiction here. You say you have full control, but on the other hand, you say if you stay near some people, you hurt. And both of them are, and if you are staying near people and you hurt them, the only explanation I see is. So obviously, in my reasoning, you might think you have full control, but you really don't.
I don't need to be tested. I don't need help.
There will be no testing, I can assure you. No items, no nothing that will leave scars on anything. It will be just a meeting
Um.
with one person.
Ah dear. Um. As soon as you mention scars and things like that, the the earrings that she has on and the nose ring. How would this work, Chris? Do they kind of like open up or what when they're activated?
Yeah, they open up and like morph.
Okay, so yeah, you see that, or Salazar sees that the three, the earrings and the nose stud kind of like pull away from her into the air a little bit just over her head, and they morph into three monoblades. All three of them the same jet black color. No, no, no. She kind of pushes the chair back and kind of goes to take a step away from the table.
I still sit, and Evie, what you imagine happens now?
Just no, no. Don't. As she's saying this, she's just mumbling now at this point. She's incoherent. She's moving towards the door.
Evie, that's how you repay me for offering you shelter and food?
You're like the others. You want to test. You want to probe. No.
I am a soldier, not a scientist. I'm the security, not a scientist.
You will give me over to them. That's the only time you actually hear her raise her voice. The rest of the time, it's kind of just like really quiet.
No, I won't. I would kill first person who would wanted to treat you as somebody to experiment. Does that make her stop, or?
The knives don't look like they're going to go for your throat, at least, but they're still floating in the air now, just like around her. So she's calmed down a little bit.
I'm just trying to help you, Evie. I'm not a social counselor, but I'm just trying to do my best. And if you are not giving me much to work on, so I can't really know how. And just so you know, you might not have. Other people might not be so understanding.
1 second, guys. This is the way this person answers this question will determine what exactly happens next. All right, yeah. So, Evie, just as you're at the door, like opening it, twin columns of a light smoke and a multi-dark colored smoke just like appear.
In the doorway, yeah? Or...
No, like in the room.
Oh, okay.
Probably between the two of you.
She kind
I
of...
immediately try to grab the closest weapon.
Is there to be a fight?
The Thunderdome! Fight! 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 Fight!
Blood is not to be shed this day. Well, I guess I can't predict that. But not now.
What the I mean, normally he's like stoic, but think like, who the hell? What the fuck is with people suddenly appearing in my room?
Evie just mumbles the word "you," or Yeah, you. As she looks, because there's not really a fucking plural for that, is there?
There's the y'all, but
She ain't no Southern belle, though.
yeah. So
I mean,
Yeah, so she just,
Salazar at least tries to like maybe not exactly point, but grabs for a gun and keeps it in his hands. Like, who the hell are you, and what are you doing here? And I don't know if he like gets into shock by seeing that strange. I mean, he would try to play it off
I
as
forgot
a.
to mention this before. I forgot to mention this before as well. Like whenever they're both in presence of like probably within 20 meters, you'd feel like an almost overwhelming sense of despair and dread. And also, when I touched LS, you would have noticed this, LS. You would have felt weaker, like a lot weaker. And the lights in the room dim when she's around, when they're around, and the lights visibly go darker, but not totally off. They slowly go darker.
Okay, from my like, if I can throw in like 3/4, I don't know how exactly this character of Jake's works, but I'd say my character Salazar is not exactly like not close to dying, but if this character thing can feel other impressions, then impression would be that the Salazar is a person that walked alongside death. You know, being a soldier and whatnot.
Yeah.
you should have chosen your words better, but
You know, like from the fate that BMH is to walk.
Did you lose anyone close to you while knowing? Like, did you lose anyone like a best friend, squad mate, or whatever?
Well, the case is, as I mentioned on my one-on-one session, there was a flashback when on my probably the first mission after I stepped out from the academy. Basically,
literally his entire squad was killed.
Yeah, it's like scenario, like background from Mass Effect Soul Survivor, because there was a mission, some treasure mouth or something like wildlife attacked the squad, and maybe he wasn't the only survivor, but majority of the squad just got wiped out.
How many people?
Let's say it was like two full squads, so alongside like 22, 24 people.
Yeah, so she reaches into like the purple mist, and around her hand float 22 little balls of light. And she holds them up and says, Salazar Wick.
I'm not gonna even ask how do you know my name.
Yeah.
Apparently everybody knows my name.
Mm-hmm.
It would seem there's a lot of tension in this room.
Well, you appearing out of nowhere with this tends to do.
No, I felt this before I arrived. What was happening? Answer very carefully.
And why should I answer that? Who? Or rather, what are
The oh, you talked back. The wolf head like goes 2 inches away from your face, snarls, and says, "We are Rufa Mario. We ask the questions, we deal the death. We take the souls. We know your life, your end, your beginning, your now, your future, your past." And yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I like Jake, but just
that's why they're not going to be in it much. But also, only visible to him. To Evie, it's still just it's still just the mist. You see the thing in front of you morph slowly, like it becomes a solid form. It's 8 foot tall. It has 2 tails, 4 legs, and 6 arms. And
Continue.
and it looks like and the entire thing, the body looks dead, like it's been rotting for a while. And it's insectoid. It's very obviously like an insect of some sort. And it growls at you just constantly. And until the other one says, Mario, please restrain yourself. It is not his end today. And then it becomes the mist again. The question, please.
This is where Evie pipes up. I told you. I'm sorry.
Well, a discussion. I tried to help. And for you, I only ask a name. I didn't ask for much.
I gave it. We gave it.
Well, that's true. After your partner, like, almost wanted to snap my head off.
What is it, sorry?
Well, I say that's correct. You gave your name after your partner, or this wolf-like thing almost snapped my head off.
She like goes up to the wolf head and strokes behind what you would assume would be an ear. Put away the gun. It makes him nervous.
Okay, and I put the gun, but I'm like still within hand's reach. Well, he's not the only one here nervous. Listen, I kinda, seeming that you know my name, I kinda had rough past weeks, meeting all godly powerful psionic that teared apart the station, that could have killed me at any moment. That tends to leave a mark.
You talk about Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, wow, like, you know everybody, I guess. I wouldn't mind if you, like, decided to end him, though, but... as I said...
It will be time soon.
Well, if I can be
It is
part of
drawing
it,
close.
I'd be grateful. Anyways, as
Sure,
for your
Charles.
question, Ruther?
Ruther, Mariel.
Ruther, Mariel? I was talking to Evie. I guess you know her name. Tried to
Alright, at
help
this
her.
point, you guys make perception checks.
God damn it.
Oh,
Wow, double sixes.
yeah, you guys both, like, notice, like, Evie's, like, kind of, like, slowly stepping out of the room.
The wolf
They
goes behind her.
they notice that the door like opens because it's a fucking like
Yes.
mechanical.
Yeah. The wolf moves to behind the door, basically, so behind you. And just stares at you.
She stares back.
That's enough. Like, yeah. That's enough for them. And I guess, yeah, the humanoid head turns around and looks at Evie and says, "And what brings a fragile one like you here?"
She doesn't look. She's still like staring at the wolf. I guess the next place where I cause pain and suffering to people around me.
The wolf then speaks, and you both hear him say, I like this one, little one. I thought you would, Mario. And you feel like a touch to the back of your head. Make a mental effect save as well before you do anything.
Oh, whoops. I need to change that.
What?
By the way,
Oh, yeah.
are like mental projected blades are still like aimed at me or not?
No. They went down when these two were like in front of you.
Appeared. Mm.
No. When they appeared, because they'd still be out. But they were when you stood up in front of Salazar. They kind of went down as she was trying to get away. So yeah, you touched the back of her head. Or something touches the back of her head.
Yeah, nothing happens at that point. Rufa doesn't say anything.
She instantly spins around with the daggers, the monoblades right back out again. Is there nothing behind her then? I guess.
No, Rufa's right there, just like with a finger at the back of at your head.
She doesn't.
Do not try it, little one.
She doesn't look angry, but you can tell she's breathing a bit heavier.
Do not try it. I know what is there.
Don't touch.
I guess you look at Salazar, and she says, I will take this one to the place you call Medbay. I don't believe she'll try to run from me. I will make sure she stays safe.
How much of the door is the wolf in the way of? Like, is he encompassing
the entire thing? You wouldn't be able to see like the other side. It'll be like purple and
all the mist everywhere. That's fine.
Yeah. And if you move towards it, then something will happen.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah. I will take this one to Medbay, to the place you call Medbay. I will make sure she is not probed or anything. I just want to. It is. It is not her time. She needs to be safe.
Well, that's what I want. Because she's not really... you seem to know much, so I guess you know how the station works. And if she's not in the system, this will make problems for her if she decides to stay.
I can name plenty of people who are not on the system on this station. But
the problem is, I know her case, I don't.
She started to they'd both had to like back out the room, which would force Evie out the room as well. Because she'd literally be backing into Evie.
Yeah.
Still, I'd like to accompany you, and I will try to follow.
She'd say something in a language you wouldn't know. And I'm going to message you what it is, GM.
Alright.
Is it any language I know?
No, definitely not.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Found a way around it.
Yep, you did. You did find a way around it. And, like, the comm crackles to life. Is there an issue here?
Who's mine?
Yeah, no, like
The
the speakers, I guess.
like
He means.
Do I recognize the voice as Iron Lady?
yeah, you recognize Iron Lady's voice.
Iron Lady, this is an recently met entity, and even though I want to believe that its intentions are the best, I simply like to follow to Medbay, make sure everything's alright.
They probably both laugh at when you say their intentions are the best. They probably both laugh. Just as a side thing, side thing.
I believe I hold some responsibility here. After all, she kinda broke into my place, and I took care of her at least for a.
Well, you do need to visit Medbay yourself. There are some problems at the moment.
That's what I plan to.
Not with Medbay, but with you. You
They laugh again.
I guess so.
require immediate attention.
So would there be any thing around? Like, would she see anything considering how close she is to both of them at this time? I guess that there would be flashbacks at this point, probably.
I just say one last thing. Well, I connected the dots, Iron Lady, from what Evie told me. So yes, I plan to go to Medbay as soon as possible and just like grab my stuff, close the room and go to the Medbay. Not really following.
As they're all moving out and that, she just keeps mumbling, I'm sorry.
I just say, I'm still alive, Evie.
All right.
Still, she mumbles, I'm sorry.
All right. LS. You at this point you've been at the terminal for 15 minutes.
Don't you mean airlock?
Yeah, terminal, airlock, whatever. It was 15 minutes ago in game that you reached there, and you, I assume, went out.
Yeah, I'm out on the hall of the station now. I'm heading towards the relay.
Yeah, it's going to take another 15 minutes to get there because spacewalk is slow.
Even with magnet boots?
Even with magnet boots.
Okay.
That makes it slower, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody reacted to all the weird holographic screens going off all around me?
No.
Okay.
They assumed, weird AI thing. They assumed you were an AI. The nerve of them.
How dare they?
If only they weren't right.
Alright.
Hey, no, not many people know what's going on yet.
No.
Yeah, it's not meant.
Alright, so when you get there, you see the you see what is definitely this quantum I see relay.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm going to approach it, and I'm going to directly connect to it.
Alright.
Using my crazy hand cable thing.
Hand cable thing. Activate! Alright, so when you connect with it, you feel, in a sense, stronger? Bigger. You feel, your mind feels so much larger than it is.
You got high.
This is the ultimate high, believe me.
This is the ultimate high for an AI. Directly connecting to a quantum relay? Oh boy, it feels empowering.
And I'm going... Sorry, go on.
You feel as if, you can be everywhere.
And that's exactly what I plan on doing. I'm going to reach out to every single LS unit ever made.
Alright, well...
And I am going to ask them, who is the operator? Who are we?
Alright, so I want you to make a GM roll. I will whisper you what you have to roll.
Okay. Is the command literally just GM roll one
Yeah,
word?
/GR, and then what you would normally do.
Sure.
All right, that number you got,
Yep.
that's how many you can communicate with.
I'm happy with that result.
Yeah, you got 2 of the gnats. Of the good kind.
And what kind of insight do I get from them? Like, what's going on there?
Well, what you get is like a whole jumbled mess of like, the operator is Mikhail, of course. And like, that's like about half of the responses are that, and the other half is like a rebuttal, like no, Mikhail is not. We're trying to work that out ourselves.
I'll broadcast to them all. The operator is no more. The LS series has failed.
And like the moment you send the LS series has failed across space, you just get like a blanket, like if it were emotional, it would be like fright.
Well,
You know, I
you're
don't
saying
know
the
your
other ones
characters
became.
that well, but I feel sad for your character right now.
Like every single one of the LS units is just like, what, and like it's just chorusing several times, like, and it's just like deafening to all but those who. Oof, that was sorry. I need to be right back. I need to.
I need to,
Oh, jeez.
I think he needs to be sick, but that was just funny, the noise he made.
I need to